Fox, Mavis here again, and as I continue to talk about emotions, why emotions key and pivotal. Emotions drive our behavior, and our behaviors drive our performance, right? Emotions drive our behavior. Emotions are like really, really pivotal because they affect every area of our life, right? They affect our health. Like if we experience dominantly negative emotions that lead to stress, we can have inflammation in our body, and that can lead to sickness. It affects our financial behaviors. Emotions affect our relational outcomes. The currency of relationship is emotion. So emotions are really pivotal. That's why we need to understand them. Emotions determine the level of performance or results you get, because emotions drive results, behaviors, and behaviors drive results. So very key to keep on talking and understanding emotions. And I think one of the things that's been interesting is that as we're going through the pandemic, we kept hearing that people who had high emotional intelligence, people had the ability to manage their own emotions, managed to sail better through the pandemic, or they are sailing better through the pandemic, because we're still going through it, right? So the ability to manage your own emotions is very, very critical, not just for your health physically, but for your financial health as well, for your relational health, for your performance. So emotions are really, really pivotal. That's why we need to manage them. And so now I just want to talk about how I spoke about mindset in the last video, and I want to continue to talk about mindset here to say, how do we, so if our mindsets are shaped, for example, by conditioning or past experiences in our own childhood, how do we actually, recalibrate, which means how do we move from conforming to the experiences we've had, conforming to, the conditioning and the socialization we've received, to transforming our own mindset so that, we individuate. It's really about us and what really matters to us. We choose our values that really matter to us, so that when we're experiencing and engaging with the world, we are expressing ourselves versus, preserving ourselves or conforming to what is happening around us. So how do you sort of identify some of the mindsets, the mental models? I always say sometimes some people operate with a losing mental model based on the conditioning that they've received, right? So a lot of us, we've been told, if you don't have money, you can't do certain things. So you can have a resource-based mindset, or you can have a resourcefulness-based mindset. What is the difference between the two? A resource-based mindset means I'm waiting for resources for me to start, what I need to start. If I don't have resources, I can't do anything. A resourcefulness-based mindset says, I am the creator of the resources, right? I am able to become resourceful. I can either connect with other people, ask for help that I need for me to get to where I need to get to. So what is the mindset? We need to sort of identify the mindsets we operate with in our relationships, for example, right? I remember having a conversation with someone that told me that, I grew up, my brothers had wives, and, the marriages never really lasted. They never really, got anywhere. So his mindset, based on the experiences and the conditioning, is that, who am I to have a brilliant marriage? Who am I to have a marriage that will last longer? So he's also waiting to fail. So it's it's a losing mental model. So that is when people don't reflect on the experiences and then decide on what do they really want. Move away from a conforming mindset to a transformed mindset. This is what I want to experience. These are my own choices and options. So you're choosing your own values, you're choosing your own beliefs, you're choosing the stories you want to tell instead of retelling other people's stories. And then when you choose that, you are then choosing your own emotions, right? Instead of replaying other people's emotions because of the stories and how they live their lives. Thank you for listening.